Hey Transformer fans, welcome to this Transformer review, the last one for April. And we are looking at the father of the Autobots in Alpha Trion. And yes, he is in the Scourge mode of transforming, but this is Alpha Trion. And but before we get to Alpha Trion, let's do our shout outs of the week. First, back to the media at 48 South Loudon Street here in Winchester, Virginia, where you can get all your video game needs from the Atari all the way up to current systems and all points in between. So definitely check them out. And if you can't find what you're looking for at back to the media, or you just need to get your PC or system fixed, you can go ahead and get a hold of Play It Again Games at Middle Road, right behind the Sheets here in Winchester, Virginia. So go ahead and check them out. And while you're here in Winchester and you're looking for toys and collectibles, you can go to 115 South Loudon Street here in Winchester to Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles, where you get all your G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man, Ninja Turtle needs met. So definitely check them out. Unfortunately, I got Alpha Trion off of eBay with Orion packs and the A Hero is Born 2-pack. So definitely get this 2-pack. You know, it's good to have an Alpha Trion and Orion packs figures. So definitely go ahead and get them. But if you have a toddler that you're trying to help get their skill building needs met for problem solving and the like, get a hold of Thinker Toys at 106 South Loudon Street here in Winchester. They got a whole lot of games and puzzles and stuff to help your toddler with their problem and puzzle solving skills. So definitely get them a shout. But if you're also in Winchester and you're looking for a comic book shop to get some comics to fit your comic book need with old issues or back issues that you need to fill up a couple gaps in your collection, or the newest releases, go to Four Color Fantasies right there at 80 Weems Lane here in Winchester, and definitely give them a call or give them a shout out and let them know I sent you. But if you're living in the Salisbury, North Carolina area or within driving distance, I suggest going to Comic Monsters. You could also get some toys and collectibles there as well as comics. So definitely go see them. You know, next time I'm in that area, I'm definitely going. So hey, that'll work. But if you're looking for a good place to eat Jamaican food and you're in the Winchester area, I suggest going to Tropical Islands on Piccadilly Street, on 39 Piccadilly Street. Yeah, I got the address now. But definitely give them a try out. You know, they got some good Jamaican food. Lori's got a great staff there. You know, and get your eat on and whatnot. And while you're there, you definitely could get your food going on, your Jamaican food thing going on. So definitely give them a shout. And if you're looking to get a tree stump removed or a tree pulled, you know, or just to get your tree trimmed to make your yard look better, get a hold of either Mixed Tree Service or Stoneburger's Tree Service and get some get your stuff going on. Both of them have a great staff and great people to get a hold of to get your job done. So definitely see them. And if you're looking for a bank to go to and you're in the Winchester area, go to Bank of Clark or United Bank and get your banking needs met. They got great banking services and great customer service. Definitely see them. If you need insurance for your car, truck, or any form of an automobile, motorcycle, or just homeowners insurance or renters insurance, get a hold of State Farm or Farmers Insurance and get some good quotes and get some good policies at some reasonable prices. So definitely get them done. And for the vehicle you just got insured, or you just have a vehicle that's insured and you just need gas, go to Sheets or Handy Mart and go and get your gas. And both places have some made-to-order food, so you can get your belly full as well as your gas tank full. Go ahead and do that. You know, and like she says, why the Sheets not? and it's handy at the handy mart. But I created that one. But um, Cobra Island is a proud sponsor of mental health awareness. So if you need some therapy, which there's nothing wrong with therapy, I suggest going to Healing Grace Counseling Services at 133 West Boscawen Street here in Winchester and see Robert C. Brown. If Rob doesn't have what you're looking for, or you're not that comfortable with him, or you're not in the Winchester area, get a hold of National Counseling Group. There's nothing wrong with therapy. If it works for you, it works for you. And after you get that done, go ahead and see Northwestern Community Services. If you need a little bit more than therapy, go ahead and do that and get your stuff done with them. And if you're not in the Winchester Front Royal area, go to your closest psychiatrist office. There's nothing wrong with seeking help. But if you need somebody to talk to right now and you only do text messages, text 741-741. They got people on standby waiting for your text. They will talk to you, help you out with everything. And if you need to hear a human's voice, dial 988 or whatever the closest crisis line is for you. So definitely do that. But if you got a plan of action and you just need some help now, there's nothing wrong with going to your closest emergency room or calling 911. There's nothing wrong with getting help. You are special, you're important, and you belong in my society or my community anyway. At any time. So let's take a look at Alpha Trion. We're first going to look at his gun that he comes with. Nice little rifle. I kind of like this rifle. I mean, there's some gaps in the plastic, but it is what it is. But it's still a cool looking gun. And you could actually, for storage, you actually peg it right here, or the hole on the other side. Right here, wherever you want to store it at. It just, as you can tell, it just fits in the hole on either side. Fix this part right here. Sorry about that, guys. That piece always pops off. But you see it right there for storage. But let's take a look at this spacecraft for Alpha Trion. As you can see, there's visible robot body syndrome. And then if you move this part right here, you get visible head syndrome. And you get Alpha Trion just looking out, just watching. Watching where he's going. But this is a cool little spaceship. We've seen this with Skurs, but I don't have the Skurs that comes in this mold with this transformation. But it is a version of Skurs body mold. But let's go ahead and transform him into robot mode, shall we? And of course you always want to start with taking this part apart, because you will need this later. And lift these pieces here up so we can come down here to his legs. Well, sorry about that. Stupid tripod wanted to fall. So you want to lift this part here up so we can work on his arms and his legs. Stupid tripod. You just unhook the arms from the legs. And then you just pull his legs apart. Come down here. And you can pull his feet out. Bring the little heels out. There you got his legs. Now you want to come up. Let me raise the tripod up. And yes, I do drink Mountain Dew, so it's a shout out to Mountain Dew here. And you want to get these little pieces out. So you can bring these pieces out like this. Let me rehook this part back on. Get this back in. And then you want to come back here to the back. And you can lift his head up. And bring his head in like this. And you can set this piece back here. And then you take his arms, bring over here till they connect. And you got a little tab and a little hole right here with a port right there on each side. So bring his other arm up. Second first, just like the first. And then you got that part. And this part, you can just fold these little thrusters here in the back in. Ugh. And you basically have Alpha Trion with his cape. And just how his keeps over. And then you have Alpha Trion in his robot mode. And with his articulation, of course, his head can swivel. It can do the 360, but the beard kind of interrupted by the collar. And he can look up and down. Some side-to-side motions, wiggly-waggly. His arm can fold out to here. Well, of course, you got to be careful with the shoulder parts that connect to the side. And they do can move around, but it's affected by his piece back here. And then his cape, his arm can bend. You know, he got twist on the biceps, and then you come down here to his legs, which he connected with his side kick, he can back kick, front kick. But I mean, he's kind of hindered in the back with the gear by his cape. He can knee bend, as you can see. And of course, his toes and his heel spurs can bend, but that's primarily due for articulation. So let's go ahead and put his gun in his hand, where he's ready for battle. So you can bloom, 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 pow, pow. You know, only way Alpha Trion can do it. But this is Alpha Trion, you know, the father of the Autobots, the man that was responsible for the creation of Optimus Prime and Elita 1. From their beaten up states as Ariel and Orion Pax. But this is a good figure to have in your collection. Great to have in your collection. Gotta have the father of the Autobots. I still need to get his Transformers 1 version. You know, which I'm going to get eventually. As soon as my money issues straighten out. Which I'm not suggesting you guys to do anything. You guys, all I want you to do is watch my videos. Like, share, and subscribe to my videos. But I'm going to get that figure eventually. But that's it for this week. So I will see you in the next one. And until all are one, peace, love, and chicken grease.